Come on in the room, y'all. Come on in the room. Let's break this down real quick. Baby, let's break it down. I've got it fully understood what occurred. And I just need confirmation to hit the link. Hey, Coco. Hey, baby. It's all broken down. And now I get it. I didn't get it because it was going all around the subject. I was like, what is going on? I've got it now. Hey, Shakira. Hey, Battle Roach. Hey, living my best life. I've got it now. I've got completely and utterly what's going on. Hey, Clyde Dracula. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Love Blake. Hey, Pretty Chocolate Baby. Hey, Carrie. I've got it fully of what's going on. It's crazy. I'm like, oh my God. This is how to avoid situations on social media. This is how to avoid situations on social media. Okay. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Winshanti. Hey, Peaches 305 Day County. Hey, Joyce Tut. Hey, Cheryl Brown. Okay. So this is what's going on, you guys. Okay. All of this occurred because I'm just going to say people jumped the gun. This is what happened. People jumped the gun. Now, I asked, okay, when we were in Rita's chat, I woke up and I'm like, I see Five Babe going crazy. She's threatening over there to send Uncle Tim's criminal record, his picture, to all of his neighbors. Okay. And she's like, I'm going to go out and mail them right now, blah, 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 blah. And all that Uncle Tim said was what? He did commentary on her shenanigans. Because you know how she's lying saying she purchased a BMW. She's lying saying she has a house. She's going to be cooking mashed potatoes in a kitchen that's not even hers. It was a stock photo. So because she's being caught in all of these lies, she's trying to backtrack. So she's trying to deflect. Okay. So what's happened here is this. When Pretty Rinky Fontaine went to see Five Babe, okay, they was on some mess. Okay. Now, Pretty Ricky Fontaine, I'm guessing, called Tracye D. I'm guessing from a Baltimore number, because if she called from a Chicago number, hopefully Tracye D wouldn't have been, wouldn't have caught the message or whatever. But isn't Pretty Ricky from Baltimore? So she would have a Baltimore number. My thought is this. If she talked to Pretty Ricky for over an hour and 19 minutes, according to Five Babe's receipt on Five Babe's wall, proving that she talked to her for longer than just, why is she calling me? Don't be calling me, boop, just like that. It would have been totally different. So what I said was, when I was in Rita's chat, I said, Tracye D, had you talked to Pretty Ricky Fontaine prior to this? I didn't get an answer, but it was towards the end of the live. So I'm like, Pretty Ricky Fontaine calls her out of the blue. But then see, Rita had said that she got a text message. She had a text message right then. And when she got a text message, her and Pretty Ricky had been texting back and forth, I guess. And she was telling her about her mother, how she don't get along with her mother and all this and all that. I don't know what that was for. I don't know. Either Pretty Ricky was trying to play Rita by telling her all this stuff, because who's going to tell a random person you normally don't speak to, about your mom and all this and all that? And I really don't think she had ever maybe hit up, Rita or them before. I don't know, but that's just my thought. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Okay. My baby just hit me up and told me Tracye Tracye D, let me drop this link, child. I'm like, what is going on? I was like, my baby just told me that Tracye D was in the chat. Hold on. This is crazy because it could have been prevented. And I think there's two ways that it could have been prevented. But let me drop this link. Because I'm like, what is going on? Five Babe is loving this baby. Okay, there's a link, babes. I was just in shock. I'm like, y'all don't do this. It can be figured out. Let's talk about it. So Tracye D's going to hit the link so that we can go ahead and get to the bottom of it. Now, I want to know, my thing is, Five Babe is over there saying there was an hour and 19-minute call. I'm like, Five Babe, how do you know? Like, it's weird. It's weird. Did Five Babe set this up? Were they all on the phone together? Is my thing. Was Pretty Ricky Fontaine on the phone with Five Babe when they called Tracye D? Is what I'm wondering. Or, you know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. Okay, did I put you in there, babe? Hold on. Uh-oh. Tracye D, come back in again. It's not, here we go. Okay, there we go.
Okay. I don't know why it won't let me.
I got it here, babe. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. How you doing, love?
What is going on? I'm
okay,
like, what
let me clear this up because
okay.
I
well,
think
y'all, let me answer this first. Answer this first. Have you been in contact with Pretty Ricky Fontaine aside from when she called you the other day?
No.
Okay, you've never texted, she's never called you.
That's the conversation that Pretty Ricky Fontaine and I were both having when she called me from a Baltimore number saying to me, I bet you thought this was Rita because she called me from a Baltimore number.
Okay, got it. That's what I need to know. Okay, so what else where did this miscommunication come in with you and Rita?
Okay, so what happened was when Brianna did her video, Rita, I had already told Rita. I didn't talk to Rita that Monday when Pretty Ricky called me. I talked to her that Tuesday and I told her, can you believe Pretty Ricky Fontaine called me asking me that I have a problem with her because of the things that I was saying happened on Rita's channel between James and Booger over there. Okay.
Right. So Booger's Five Babe, y'all. Y'all don't know.
Yes. And so she said, I told her, I said, I was just surprised that she even called me because I hadn't heard from her since I left Babe Nation.
Okay, and right. That's what I understood.
Right. And she said, yes, I remember because I remember texting you and Fi asking if you all could talk about this behind the scenes, if y'all could resolve it. And you said no. I said, exactly. I said no, because when I'm done, I'm done. I was done with her. It was no talking to her behind the scenes. None of it. I'm dragging Booger the whole freaking time that I'm talking to Pretty Ricky Fontaine. Rita wasn't a factor for me. Rita was a factor for Pretty Ricky Fontaine. Okay, not for me. My conversation was strictly about that bitch over here in Chicago.
Right.
That's what my conversation was about, not Rita. So I don't know what transpired between the messages that Rita got from Pretty Ricky Fontaine, but it was obviously to gaslight her. I won't use the word setup because I think that may be a trigger. So I will say gaslighting because I remember Olivia saying that that's what they did to her once. They tried to gaslight her, which is what's happening right freaking now. So when Brianna did her video, Rita texted me saying, I wish I could, I can't even go off on this phone. Something to the fact that to go watch Brianna's video because Fi and them set me up. They are about to play or they are playing recordings like as if they were playing a recording. I have the text message from Rita. They are playing a recording of you on the phone with Pretty Ricky Fontaine. And
Oh,
I'm
so she
still
thought,
not
okay, so
giving
that's what
two
she thought.
fucks because
Mm-hmm.
to play the recording, you would hear me talking about this bitch here in Chicago, not Rita.
Mm-hmm.
So that didn't bother me
Mm-hmm.
one bit. That's why I was
Right.
trying to explain to Rita, they can't set me up on shit because I didn't say anything bad about you.
Okay.
That's the whole point. Is they're trying
Right.
to get Rita to believe something. First of all, I can answer my phone for anybody that calls me. I'm grown. Okay, I'm 50
Right.
fucking years old. If somebody called me and I pick it up and talk to them, I can talk to them.
Right.
She asked me a question. She wasn't disrespectful. Otherwise, I would have hung up. If she had come off to me
Right.
disrespectful, then I would have just hung the phone up. But she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
She was very humble, very nice.
Right.
But there's no ship.
Do you think Five Babe was on the phone when she called you? Can you hear me? Yeah,
Can you
can you
hear
hear
me,
me? Yeah, you kind of went out there.
Tracye?
Do you think Five Babe was on the phone when she called you?
I think it knocked me out. I'm gonna come out. Drop the link again, Tracye.
I hear you. Do you hear me? Let me go back out and then I'll drop the link again, babe. Okay, because I can hear her. Can y'all hear me? Press one if y'all can hear me. Hey, everybody. Hey, Tracye's World. Hey, everybody. Heat Wave, Miss Candy, Brick Girl, Coco, Shakira, my baby. Hey, Shakira. Miss Diaz. What was the purpose of staying on the phone for a... Okay, I'm thinking because she was probably trying to feel her out, I'm guessing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have guessed. Hey, Tracye D, can you hear me now?
Yes, I got a phone call. Every time I get a phone call, it knocks me off, and then I can't. The mic disconnects.
That's
Um,
okay. Now, this person said, what was the purpose of staying on the phone for a significant amount of time, though? She said she thinks she missed that part.
that
Because
what does it matter? What does it matter? I used to talk to Pretty Ricky
Mhm.
Fontaine when I was with Bay Nation because Five
Yeah,
Eight wouldn't answer the phone for her, so she would call
right.
me, and we would talk about the babies, whatever was going on in our lives. Okay, so a little bit of that did happen, but
Hmm.
I'm telling her to be careful with this bitch here in Chicago because if you notice, I said if you
Hmm.
notice how she did me being in her
See,
home.
now that's the thing I caught on last night when you were on Deirdre's. I said, wait a minute, because I don't watch Brianna, so I didn't watch Brianna's live or anything apparently in there. But when you
Mhm,
did say that you were warning her about, you had been warning her about
mhm,
5 days. I'm like, oh Lord. I was like, had
mhm.
she been talking to her before? That was my thought, which could have been maybe Rita's thought. I'm just saying, because
Well,
I was
I had
like, wait
already
a minute.
explained to Rita the conversation that I had with
Okay.
Pretty Ricky Fontaine.
Okay.
That was my reason for telling Rita. Now I'm not sure if they were under the impression that I wasn't gonna let Rita know that she called me. Maybe that's what they were hoping, so that they
Yeah.
could come out and say, "Oh, Pretty Ricky Fontaine called Tracye D and didn't tell Rita what I had already told Rita."
Right. See, then that was smart. Yeah, because exactly, I would have been covering everything, all my bases with
Exactly,
them, yep, because you know how they are.
exactly. Which is why I told Rita the next day. I called Rita the next day because I was actually in the midst of planning an event. So I talked to Rita the next day, let her know that she called. We
Uh-huh.
went over the conversations that happened between the situation with Spillet Boy and Pretty Ricky Fontaine. Remember when the whole
Hmm.
beef happened with Fi and him, and Pretty Ricky Fontaine had spoke to Spillet Boy and said he was going to agree to disagree. As long as she don't speak about him, he won't speak about her. We went over the details of that conversation because I was involved in that conversation. So I know what
Right.
happened. I was telling Pretty Ricky Fontaine that the reason why this bitch brought her to her channel to actually do the interview with her about her conversation with Spilly Boy was because, for one, she thought the girl was lying. She said, I know she's lying because I don't think Spilly Boy would have said nothing about us being able to agree to disagree.
Oh,
But
okay.
and so to Pretty Ricky Fontaine was gonna actually do the video on her own channel to talk about the conversation that she had with Spilly Boy. She wanted to do it on
Okay.
her own platform. This bitch
Right.
pressed her to the point where she broke down and just went over there and did it on her show. She said she was going to go live at 7 o'clock. I went over this whole
Hmm.
conversation with her because I was on the phone with the both of them. I said, remember, you wanted to do this on your own channel because you were having date night with your husband and you weren't going to have time to do it after Booger's video.
Uh-huh.
This bitch wasn't even going to go live until she saw that Pretty Ricky Fontaine had a live schedule for that conversation. And when Pretty Ricky Fontaine called me, she said, I'm just going to do it on my show. I'm going to talk about it on my show, the conversation that James and I had. And I said, well, this bitch said, she just don't get involved. Leave it alone. She said, no, I'm going to do it on my show. I already got the live set. I've already let my moderators know what we're going to, the live is scheduled. So I told this bitch here what Pretty Ricky Fontaine said. And she was like, no, why would she be doing a video about something that it includes me, that involves me and James? She needs to do it on my channel because I don't believe her. I don't believe that James said we can agree to disagree. I don't talk about him. He don't talk about me. So I'm going to get her up on my platform so James can hear her live.
Now, this was a year ago, right?
A year ago.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
when I
I
was
thought.
talking about it on Rita's platform, I don't know how it came back up. But when I was on Rita's
Uh-huh.
platform, we brought it came up. And I guess that was why I was calling her Ricky. I wasn't saying Pretty Ricky Fontaine. I said
Right.
Ricky. So maybe
Okay.
she, sent some shade from that. So when she called me, she said, did we fall out? Did I have a problem with you? Or did you have a problem with me? I said, well, I felt like you chose a side because I never heard from you again after I left from over there. And when I saw you at
Right.
her house, then that told me you picked a side.
Right.
Does that make sense?
She knows it. She's playing dumb. Uh-huh. Yeah, she
Exactly.
knows.
Exactly. So
You ain't
I
heard from
don't
her in a
give
whole year, and she
treason.
gonna call you out of the blue talking
E-
about, are we okay? Excuse me?
Exactly. Exactly. But
Yeah.
I let her know basically I'm still where we were at a year ago
Exactly.
when you got played. And the
Mm-hmm.
fact that I never heard from you again. So what's up with this phone call?
Yeah.
Pretty Ricky Fontaine didn't do shit to me. Okay. She didn't do shit
Mm-hmm.
to me. She did try to diffuse the situation behind the scenes between me and Five. That did happen. But as
Right.
far as me ever talking to her, the last message I left Pretty Ricky Fontaine was, do you see this bitch over here lying on me and my family? She never replied back.
So that lets you know, yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So there was
Mm-hmm.
no friendship after that. And we weren't even friends then. There was just
Right.
talking back and forth because whatever she wanted to tell this bitch, she would have to call me because this bitch wouldn't answer the phone
Yeah.
to translate any messages to her. See, they weren't
Wow.
good enough for her to pick up the phone for them back then.
So 5'8" wouldn't answer the phone from Pretty Ricky back then.
Several
So they would
people were
call you.
contacting me, especially after
Mm-hmm.
that vacation event happened, and people
Mm-hmm.
were trying to call and find out what was happening after COVID, due to COVID, what's
Mm-hmm.
going to happen? Is it rescheduled? What's what? And she wasn't answering the phone. So they were contacting me
Right.
to get information to her. So, like I said, when Brianna did her video the other day, and I got the message because I'm not being shady, but I don't watch Brianna like that. So I didn't know
Yeah.
what was happening. when she got the
Mm-hmm.
message that Brianna was doing a video over there talking about releasing some recordings,
Mm-hmm.
and that they set me up. Well, I'm telling her, let them drop her. I don't give a fuck. If nothing negative was said about you, so drop her.
So you think Rita was thinking, oh no, Tracye D, tell me now what happened. Has she been, maybe like, has she been, is there something you're not telling me? Because they're gonna about to drop some recordings, she assumed from a title.
I had talked to Rita before Brianna even did the video, telling her
Uh-huh.
what the conversation was between Pretty Ricky Fontaine and myself.
Okay.
Rita was
Mm-hmm.
not a discussion for me. It was nothing
Right.
about Rita. I'm talking to her about what happened between she and I and this bitch here in
Uh-huh.
Chicago.
Right.
Okay, so when I got that message, I'm telling Rita, like, okay, let them drop the recordings. I don't care.
Right.
I don't have anything to hide, because what I said on the phone, I'm saying on here right now.
Mm-hmm.
So then I watched Brianna. Now I'm tuned in, since she said
Mm-hmm.
Brianna was gonna that they were releasing some recordings. Now I'm tuned in. So when Brianna went live yesterday and she came on and said, I never said that Tracye D was being recorded. Somebody came in her chat trolling her or something. She
Mm-hmm.
read the comment and then she started going in on Rita.
Oh wow.
And so that's why I was telling Rita, like, okay, well, go watch Brianna's video so that you could be clear on what happened, because this video
Mm-hmm.
yesterday was different from the one that she did the day before. The day before, it sounded like she was saying somebody had a recording. And Rita mentioned something about her not saying nothing about Sean Bradley. She's correct. She said nothing about Sean Bradley. I
Well, then
brought
why is
Sean
Brianna
Bradley's
saying?
name up on
Oh, okay.
Deidre's channel last night, because
Uh-huh.
when I listened to Brianna's video that she did the day before yesterday, she said,
Mm-hmm.
um, this is not the first time that I heard about somebody recording Tracye
Yeah.
D. Okay.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I brought it up on Deirdre's channel, saying, no, Brianna, it was not Sean Bradley saying he recorded me. It was him saying that he was on the phone with
Mm-hmm.
Ty when they
Mm-hmm.
asked me down to the show.
Okay, so Brianna got it wrong again, but I'm just saying that's what happened. She got that wrong, that part.
Yes, yes, yes.
Recording.
And so
Okay.
that's why she
Mm-hmm.
came up on Deirdre's yesterday to say, okay, I heard you said that there was no recording of Sean Bradley recording you. Correct. So I don't know how that got misconstrued, because that had absolutely nothing to do with Rita.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Right.
I brought it
Right.
up because Brianna said it on her channel. So that was
Yes.
me
And I
clearing
was
that up
shocked too.
with
I said,
Brianna.
I was like, Sean Bradley recorded. I was like, that was weird. Why would he do that with Ty? That's messy, but I get it. Okay. So there was
He
no
was
recording,
listening in
but
on
he
the
was
phone, I guess, trying to
right.
see if they was gonna get me to go down to this damn show to have a
Right.
conversation, first of all, with Sean Bradley on a
And
one-on-one.
he admitted that. I remember he admitted that. I was on the phone when she called her. Remember when he said
Exactly.
that?
Yes,
I
yes,
remember.
yes. He said that on QB's show, but Brianna thought
Uh-huh.
it was a recording.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So that's what I was clearing up on Deidre's channel.
Okay, yes. So
Right.
Tracye D, people are saying here, why did you tell Pretty Ricky that Rita can't be helped and you don't answer for
I
her?
never said that.
Okay. She never said that, y'all.
That's a damn lie.
Now, what did you say about Rita had been fell for it when you said, because I know Rita was upset when you said Rita fell for it. Because
I thought that what Brianna did was to gaslight Rita from
okay,
the
that's
first
what you thought.
live. Right.
Okay.
From the first, because of the text message that Rita sent me saying, go over to Brianna's channel. They set you up. Brianna is about to play some recordings of you and Pretty Ricky Fontaine on the phone.
Okay, so whose live did you say that Rita fell for it in? Because that's where the situation is coming from, I think, with Rita, as far as her
I was
feeling like,
on when I was on Deidre's platform last night.
uh-huh.
I'm saying what I'm thinking is that that first live that Brianna did talking about
Mm-hmm.
these recordings is what gaslit Rita. Because
Okay.
from the message that I got from Rita, it said, go watch Brianna. Fight them set you up. They are about to play recordings of you on the phone with Pretty Ricky Fontaine, and Fi was on the phone or something like that.
Okay. So that's
And
what,
so,
okay.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So when I heard Brianna's video yesterday, and she was like, I never said that I had any recordings. I never said anything about me having some recordings. Somebody came in my live, put it in the chat or something. I read it. And why is Rita following me all around YouTube, watching me and saying something of the sort? I felt like, okay, they did that first live to kind of make Rita think that they had some recordings to gaslight her, basically.
Right. That's how you felt. I'm just saying, right, but that's how you felt, is that
Yeah, that's
that's
how I
what
felt.
she did.
Yeah, I felt like
Okay.
that first live Brianna
Do you
did was to
still
kind
feel
of
that way?
gaslight Rita.
Do you still feel that way, that she tried to gaslight Rita still?
I do. I do. I think Brianna did that first because when I watched the second live, it really solidified to me that they was kind of doing that to kind of fuck with Rita's head, to make her think that, oh, we got these recordings, especially from the message that I got from Rita saying they are about to drop some recordings. So
I do think that somehow subliminally Brianna was setting those, titling
yes,
her.
yes,
She was titling those videos, yeah, because she wanted
right,
people to take it and run with it. But I don't watch her, so I'd take nothing and run with it. So yeah, I
right.
think
And I
so too.
wouldn't have known about it had Rita not texted me saying they set you, Spy them set you up. Brianna is about to drop these recordings of you and Pretty Ricky Fontaine on the phone. Well, let her drop them because I never said
Yeah,
anything bad about Rita anyway. So go ahead.
yeah. And see, so I get it now. So really, this was all like a big misunderstanding.
I don't think it was a
You know,
big misunderstanding. I think that that live that Brianna did was to
uh-huh.
gaslight Rita into thinking
Right.
that either and Pretty Ricky Fontaine played a role in it. Her and Five, this bitch here, trying to make
Uh-huh.
her think that I don't like Rita. You know, I
Yeah.
was talking bad about Rita on this phone call,
Yeah.
and
Because
so
why would she send her the video saying, "Oh, well, y'all talked an hour and 19 minutes." Why would she send her the copy of the
exactly,
screenshot? It doesn't make any
exactly,
sense.
because Rita been fucking her lying ass up over there, so she got to
Yep,
switch the narrative some type of way.
exactly.
I know the
And what did
game.
it
I
do?
told Rita I
She
know how
does
this
it
bitch
all the
play.
time. Yep. And
Exactly,
I know too, because she's been doing that consistently. When she lied, when she
exactly.
went on there and she lied, and she, had that woman on there lying, saying that she was China Doll's friend.
Uh-huh.
She
Uh-huh.
did that. And that was a whole, and then she tried to gaslight and change back, everything and say, oh no, well, this is going on over here. She does
Yep.
it all the time.
All the
Mhm.
time. And I knew it.
Yep.
I knew exactly what it was. I said, oh, okay. Now she's trying to pull this shit because she got busted for saying that that lady knew China Doll. Rita had the receipts and popped the
Exactly.
shit out of her because she's a
Yep.
big fucking liar. And
Oh
now
yeah.
all of a sudden, oh, we got recordings and oh, Pretty Ricky Fontaine is going after Rita. Girl, please.
No,
Because
no,
it
no, no,
still
no.
don't change the fact that, bitch, you lied and said that that money knew China Doll when she didn't.
Exactly. And she lied about the dang picture, talking about it's her new wherever she's gonna be moving to, because that's a stock photo. I'm like, that is not your kitchen. And she stood up there
Isn't
and
it
lied.
sad that this bitch got to do all of this shit for attention?
It's sad.
Like, bitch, where your
It is
motherfucking man at,
crazy.
hoe?
It's
Where your
crazy. It's
man
really
at?
sad.
Where's
It's
your
pathetic.
daughter, bitch? Like, you too busy on this motherfucker trying to set bitches up. But what are you doing for that little girl over there that you always neglecting?
Wait, can I, Tracye D, can I drop the link for Rita? Because Rita said that she never
Sure.
said, and we know, yeah, because she said that she never said, and we know, Rita, you never said that you believed it. You didn't. And I got to give it to Rita. Rita used to
Exactly.
jump off the gun. She used to
Listen,
jump the gun on
I didn't say
everything.
Rita believed it. I'm saying based
Exactly.
on the text message
Uh-huh.
that I got from Rita,
Mm-hmm.
it said to me, go to
Mm-hmm.
Brianna's channel. They set you up. Brianna is
Yeah.
about to drop some
And
recordings.
she probably was just giving you a heads up, kind of like a warning.
Right.
She
She was
probably
giving me a
didn't
heads
really
up.
know.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I text her back and said, well, let them drop them. And I mean, we went back and forth. We went back and
Yeah.
forth in text messages
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
this. And I'm saying to Rita, let them drop them. I see what they're
Yeah.
doing. I see the
Mhm.
games that they're playing.
Right.
Then
Right.
I
I
tried
think
to
she.
call Rita the next day and she didn't answer. So I started texting her because I wanted to
Okay.
call her behind the scenes to put her up on what had happened.
Right.
And she didn't answer.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. She was probably thinking, she probably at that point, you don't know what to believe because it's hard to trust people on YouTube. And I honestly was like,
Absolutely.
I had just
Absolutely.
said, y'all are a good fit. I said,
Hmm.
whatever else happens. Oh, I wanted to ask you, why did you tell Rita to unmod you? Now, that was a thing. When you dropped off
Because
in there, what made
look,
that
I called
transpire?
because when I kept calling Rita and texting
Uh-huh.
her. So I'm not
Uh-huh.
gonna be on your channel moderating for you and you won't pick up the phone and then something happened in your chat and then I end up getting blamed for something. So I
Right.
said, remove me from this situation
Hey,
right now
Deirdre. Uh-huh. Hey,
because I
Deirdre,
was
baby.
trying to have a conversation with Rita about what happened. What
Right.
pay attention, like let's see what's going on here.
Hi,
Exactly. Okay.
everybody. Thanks for having
Hey,
me,
babes.
Tracy. Hey, Tracye D. Hey, Cat.
Hi, Deirdre.
Hey, Pieces.
How you
I'm
doing,
I'm
love?
fine. I'm so glad you came over to Tracy's because I haven't watched any of the videos. I saw my name in the titles. I said I'm going to go to dinner. So everything Tracye D is saying, Tracy, thank you for having her because now you can focus and you said you get it. And I'm glad you're doing this. So I
Yes,
do hope.
because I was like, this is ridiculous. I was in your live and nothing transpired like that. I was like, what happened? So
Right.
I said, whatever happened must have happened in Brianna's chat. But now I get it. It was all
And
just,
Tracy D is
being cautious.
absolutely correct. She was over there
Um,
gaslighting like they always do.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, I hear you. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
why.
yeah,
then and then what really so the next, like I said, that live that Brianna did yesterday, I was like, now Brianna is saying I never said anything about them recording Tracye D. She said I said that I hope Tracye D recorded the conversation between her and Pretty Ricky Fontaine to cover her ass.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said. I was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you corrected her.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only
I
reason
corrected
why
her.
she hit the link because she knew it was opposite of what she said.
Exactly. And what I was only correcting her on was when she said that Sean Bradley had had recorded me when we
Mhm.
were on the phone with Ty. He said he was
yeah,
on the phone.
right.
So when she said this is not the first time I heard about somebody recording Tracye D, I said no. He was on the phone listening to Ty and myself
Mhm.
when she invited
Mm-hmm.
me to
Yeah,
come down there to have a sit down with him.
Correct.
right,
Right. So that's what I
right.
was correcting Brianna on. That had
Yes.
nothing to do with Rita ever whatsoever.
That's
So
that's
that's all
why
it is.
That's
Oh,
why
go
I
ahead.
said last night on the channel, I think you two will make a good team. Rita needs to focus and listen to you. That's why I said that last night.
And read it. Well,
That's why
that's
I was trying to
I just
call her.
yeah, I want her to come up but yeah, that's cool because like I said, I didn't like Rita 100% is not believing everybody. I said that on my video last night because people were saying, well, yeah, she used, I said, no, that was before. Rita knows now. She discusses things with Rick. She does not jump. Nobody's jumping off the gun,
Mhm.
doing stuff. She's just being cautious and she's taking time back to
Yeah,
think.
she should be. I mean,
Yeah.
especially with the games they play. But like I
Right.
said, when Pretty Ricky Fontaine called me, she called me from a Baltimore number. And at first I did think it was Rita. And she even said it when I picked up. I bet you thought this was Rita, didn't you?
Mm.
I said, yeah, I thought it was Rita because you calling me from a Baltimore number.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of course.
If anybody's coming for Rita in this chat, block them. We're not dealing with that.
Exactly.
Anybody that's on the panel, please respect everybody that's on the panel. I know it's hard for me to do it when I'm in other people's chats, but I'm working on it. So,
You're
but
good.
really,
That's
because
why
I
we love
totally
you.
blew,
No,
I
that's
totally
what
blew
I
that one with
like.
iBabe, but I made up for it. I just can't stand her, but I have to realize it's not my platform. I need to stop doing that. I really do.
You're so sweet. I love you, Tracy.
It's
Exactly.
true.
I like when you light my chat up. I ain't got no problem with it. But no, that's the thing about me and Tracye D is we handle things differently, but we have the same conclusion. We have the same focus. We have this.
Mhm,
It's not
mhm.
my job to tell her how to do anything. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Right.
Right.
that's
And the conversation that I wanted to have with Rita was look at the live that Brianna did yesterday, saying I never said anything about somebody recording Tracye D's phone call. I said
Mhm.
I hope Tracye D recorded the phone conversation to
Right.
cover herself.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And people have to be careful. The gaslighting is a MRFer because
Yeah, because
Yes.
we have on YouTube, we have to think and look at everything from all angles. So when you're tired and you have
Mhm.
other stuff going on, I know sometimes I forget too. What if that's a troll over here saying this or that? And people have to remind you,
Uh-huh.
Tracy, that's so and so. And I'm like, okay, because it's easy to
Mhm.
forget.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It really
And
is.
then
Mhm.
and listen, I see a lot of the BS coming into Rita's chat just from moderating for her. How
Mhm.
people
Yeah.
come in, she's talking about one thing, and then they come in dropping all of this other shit in there trying to throw her off. I see it.
Yep.
She
They've been
sees
doing
it.
it with everybody.
Right.
Everybody's chat. I'm telling you, they come in dropping stuff.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
just random stuff. And I'll
Right.
cuss
And
them
then Rita
out.
have to
And
call
whoever
their ass
chats
out
I'm in,
and let
I'll
them
cuss
know,
them out.
like, I see what y'all trying to do here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah. Is Rita gonna come up? I really hope Rita, if you're in the clouds, come on, boo. You can do it.
Wait.
I really wish she was up here.
Rita, can you hit the link, baby? Because because I just want to clear. Because I
Well, there
understand.
she
Like I said,
is.
Rita,
There she is.
Rita.
There she
Oh,
is.
she's here.
Come
Okay,
on
let's
up, Rita.
see. Who blocked who, babe? Somebody said somebody blocked you. Stacey, you're not blocked, baby. You're not blocked, Stacey. You're good. Tracy, that was a dumb reason to ask to be unmod. Oh, that's what this person said. Something ain't right.
I
Um,
asked Rita to unmod me because
because she
when
wasn't
I was
answering or
trying,
something,
she
right?
wouldn't answer the phone. I'm trying to call her so we talk
Okay.
about what had
Well, that makes
happened,
sense.
and she wouldn't answer. And so I'm like, okay, well, obviously she's feeling some type of way. She's not answering. And then I'm texting her and I'm listening, I'm looking at the text messages, and I'm like, you know what? Then I seen this bitch here drop down in her
Yeah,
chat trying to include me in some group 10 shit.
I
And I'm like, oh
understand.
shit, now they
Yeah.
really finna try to gaslight Rita. Just
Right,
just
right.
just unmod
So
me. Maybe they'll leave me the
that's
fuck
where that
alone.
came in
I
because
got
if
you.
you
I got
notice, because let me tell you, if you notice when Brianna went live and she put group 10 in her title, okay, she did that for a reason.
you.
Because she
Mhm.
knew that everybody was going to get triggered and everybody was going to start pulling stuff out of the woodwork. So
Right.
that happened with 5A. 5A went live, I believe it was first, if I'm not mistaken. And she was over there talking about group 10 and thanking them, their investment's going to pay off, all this other stuff that's lies.
Girl,
Mhm.
that's
And
BS.
then it took off from there. So I don't even listen to what's being said.
Every,
Right,
People are doing stuff
right.
for content.
always
You have to
consider
actually
Mm-hmm.
the
listen.
source. Always
Yep.
consider the source.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's why I
Right.
Yeah.
think
So
Tracye D and Rita are a wonderful team. That's why. That's
that's
where
what
I
I
like.
think too. That's what was like, oh my God. And if they continue to be in teamship or whatever you call it, that's great.
Mhm.
And if they decide not to, then that's still great. But I don't think the whole falling out thing is crazy because this is what people wanted. It was
Exactly.
set up that way.
Exactly.
And it wasn't, and
Exactly.
nobody was set up
But
particularly, but it was just set up that way.
I ain't going. That's all I
We
gotta
ain't
say. I
going.
ain't going.
We ain't going. Yeah.
No,
We
I'm
we
not
don't care
going
who
for
we
it.
piss off. We ain't going.
No.
Okay. Rita said, how did you call me? Okay, let Rita, Deidre, can you hop off? Let Rita come up here. I want to see what
Okay.
Rita's talking about.
Oh, I'll be
Because she
happy
said,
to. I'll be happy
okay,
to.
thank you,
Okay.
baby. Did you say
You're
everything you
welcome.
wanted to say up here?
I sure did. I love you, boo. Bye.
Okay, love you too. Okay.
Bye,
Okay.
Tracy.
Okay, bye,
Okay.
Deidre, love.
Rita said, how you called me and I was live. You told me to unmod you in a text. And I was live. Thank you,
No.
Janet, for the super chat, baby.
I
Thank you,
called
Cheryl.
her. I called her that night that she sent me the
Uh-huh.
message. And then when
Uh-huh.
I heard her live and I heard her commentary, it was sounding as if, okay, it's something to these recordings because she keeps saying drop the recordings as if I was speaking ill of her. And so I don't want to be moderating for somebody that think that I would speak ill of them or believe that I would say some negative things about them. I don't want to be
But
involved in
but
that.
honestly, Tracye D, I would have gotten upset if you were my moderator though, and you sent me a text saying unmod you. I would have gotten pissed. I'd have been like, "What?" That's just me. So I can
Before
see
she
how
went
you were
live,
feeling.
but before she went live,
Mhm.
the night before she went live, I had called her.
Right,
Just like I just called her 3 times after she just ended this last live and she didn't answer.
right,
And I said,
right,
let's resolve this behind the scenes.
right. Wow. So when Rita hits the link, I'll ask her, how did she feel about that? Or it was, I don't know, because I don't want to speak for her, but I do think this
Like,
is, I mean,
what I'm not gonna do is
y'all
make
are
this
both
an
loyal.
issue.
Uh-huh.
What I'm not gonna do is make this an issue between Rita and myself, because I'm not the one that dropped the video talking about some recordings. I didn't put none of that out here. That's how it
Right.
got
And that's
started
the thing.
initially.
Yes, because the whole thing is Rita was not believing anything when she was told that. She said, I need to hear the recording. If Tracye D supposedly says something about me, I need to hear the recording. She wasn't going. And
Right.
then
And then
you
she
never
said,
said
oh,
anything.
wait. And there was something else she said. That's not the
Mhm.
first time that I heard that Tracye
Oh,
D was
yeah.
talking about me, because Reed said it. So I
Oh,
told
yeah.
Rita, and I text Rita back. I said, wait, hold up. Because it was several people out here saying that you were talking bad about me, but I didn't go for it. I judge a person, and I said it on Deidre's. I judge somebody by how they treat me. I don't care what was
Yeah.
said. I'm not going for what somebody else said, and I heard that person said that, and I heard, no, I'm going by what you say out of your mouth or how you treat me.
Yeah. Rita, what happened? Okay, Rita, do you think that what did you mean when you said that you heard that before with Reed? Because that a lot of things happened that probably shouldn't have happened on both ends, is my opinion. And that's just my opinion. One thing that shouldn't happen is, she shouldn't have been able to say, I guess you wanted to speak with her. I get it. So you told her to unmod you, but that shouldn't have been done that way. As with Rita, in my opinion, it shouldn't have been thrown up to you that, Reed had said X, Y, and Z about her. That shouldn't have even been input into the whole equation. But because it was, I think this is why we're here now. This is why.
Exactly. And,
Because of that whole
and
situation.
if I'm trying to have a conversation with you behind the scenes about what's transpiring, and you don't want to talk about it, then
Oh,
what is the
Rita's not
use?
coming up. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't hear Rita say she wasn't coming up. Princess Jazz, thank you. I won't ask her again. I didn't know she wasn't coming up because I don't like to be harassed to come up either. I didn't know that, babe. Okay, so she's not going to come up. Okay, so got it. Okay, so I got it. So that's basically that's what it is then. If
Right.
she doesn't want to
Right.
come up
They
and
can't gaslight me on nothing. When I
yeah.
saw Brianna's live
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, and
Mm-hmm.
she said, I never said anything about anybody recording Tracye D. I said that I
Right.
hope that Tracye D recorded the conversation between her and Pretty Ricky Fontaine to cover herself.
Right.
Then that's when I was like, okay, Rita, go listen to this live. Because from this text message that you sent me saying that they was finna drop some recordings, well, today she's
Mm-hmm.
saying something different.
So Tracye D, let me ask you this: would you be willing to move forward with this? I
Absolutely.
mean,
Yeah.
because you and Rita are trustworthy. Y'all have not betrayed each other's trust.
Right. I'm cool with it. That's why I told Rita, let's talk about it.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be fine because all you need to do is talk about it. I mean, there's really
Yeah. I mean, if she
there's
want to
no
cool off, she
issue.
can. Like, I get Rita.
Uh-huh.
That's why I don't have problems with Rita, because I get her. And that's why I said, look, just unmod me so that we won't have this thing going on. And let's just
Uh-huh.
talk about it without you worrying about me being a mod for you and anything crazy happening.
Right. And just talk about it and then move slowly. If you decide you want to mod, okay, whatever. Take it slow or
Right.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dee Dee, you
Even
back,
when I
babe?
came in the chat
Mm-hmm.
and I was addressing this bitch that dropped down in her chat, I'm addressing this bitch throughout the whole live.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I just had the one more thing I just wanted to say. Since she's not coming up, Okay, I dropped off because you asked me and she said she was going to come up. Now she's not going to come up. Rita, look at it like this. You just handed a win to Phi Babe. All Tracye D was doing was protecting you because Phi Babe is only after you because Tracye D is your mod. If you want to
Exactly.
win,
And if she can
congratulations.
show you
But
the
if you
text
want
message that
to,
I
if you
sent
want to
her saying that.
stump her, if you want to stump her, like we know you can stump her, now you have an ace in a hole. You have never had this ace in a hole. This is your a battle to lose or win. You just handed her a win. Tracye D only wanted to be unmodded to protect you, boo. It has nothing to do
and I
about
promise my right hand to God, that is exactly what I text Rita.
Thank you. Thank you, Tracye.
Yeah.
I'm out.
You're welcome, baby. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's what I see too. So I'm glad that you're willing, Tracye D, if she's willing to talk about it, discuss it, and move on, because really there's no, and I felt, the whole situation with Reed, I felt that could have been talked out as well, but I just didn't get involved. But this time I'm like, I love Rita and I like you. So I'm like, come on now. I'm like, this could be.
And I texted Rita that. What I text Rita was, unmod me because they doing this to you because I'm over here with you. So
right. And I remember you said you were doing that to save Rita. Now I get it.
Exactly. I text her that. I didn't just text her, oh, unmod me. No, it was never like that. I said, they're doing this to you. I mean, they're doing this because I'm over here. They're trying to get to you because I'm over here.
Right. And see, Precious, she's going to come that much harder because Tracye D is over here, because she knows that they're powerful together. Rita and Tracye D are powerful individually, and they're powerful together. And she knows that they are on her every move. So she wants to break everybody up. Like she said, she wants everybody to keep fighting over here, fall out, and she's going to sit back and watch and laugh. That's what she wants.
Watch it work. Yes. I know that's what she wants. Move. I know it. I'm not going
that's what she wants.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not going.
Exactly.
I know how that bitch moves.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. So don't fall for it. Don't go for it. Just, let it cool off, whatever it be, and, look past it.
Exactly.
Because that's all it is. Well, that's all I had to say, Tracye D. Do you have anything else to say, baby? Thank you for coming up and clarifying it, because this is too much. I'm like,
I appreciate you letting me come up, and I can email you the receipts so you can see exactly how it transpired, just so you're aware. And is your email on your about?
It's in the chat. They're gonna put it in there for you. Can y'all put in my email address, please, so that Tracye D can get it, y'all?
Yeah. I knew it. I knew exactly what was happening. I saw it all.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, at first I was kind of like, what is going on? Because I couldn't quite understand when I was over there in Rita's chat.
Yeah.
But I was hearing what she was saying, and I was understanding it, and I was like, that's correct. So I was verifying everything that y'all said. What you said was correct in Deirdre's chat, and y'all both, nobody did anything to each other. Y'all both didn't betray each other in any way.
Exactly.
It was just,
and then when I saw, I was when I realized that Rita was live and I came in the chat, I see this raggedy bitch drop down trying to say, oh yeah, Tracye D was involved in group 10 or some shit. I'm like,
oh my God,
here this bitch go, because she think I'm not in the fucking chat. She gonna drop down and try to throw some more motherfucking shit in the game.
Yeah, that's what she does. That's what she does. And that's where that whole thing came up again, because I was thinking, why did that come up again? But it was because Brianna had put that in her chat, or had put that in her title, and then it was piggybacked on all through it. So things were thrown out there to see who's going to come forward and all this stuff. Child, then Cha-Ching mysteriously came out of the network, out of the woodwork, and Cha-Ching was in all up and down Rita's chat, talking to Billie Jean, saying Billie Jean this and Billie Jean that. I'm like, what the hell? It was a lot going on, but it was all to be.
I saw that raggedy bitch drop down and Rita shit, trying to think that I guess she was trying to make Rita think that I was in some group 10 shit, which I don't know shit about. Like I said, I thought it was all fake any damn way.
Right.
But because she didn't see me in there moderating, she assumed that she can come in there and try to spin this narrative about me to Rita.
Exactly, Free Thinker. Free Thinker said, Phi got embarrassed by her enemy in 2 sectors. She sure did. Phi thinks she owns Tracye D, and she acts like Rita stole Tracye D from her. Yeah? Yep, that's
When
what it
this bitch
is.
don't realize that I do what the fuck I want to do. Like I told that
Yeah.
bitch when I was over there, I got a whole husband, bitch, that don't tell me what the fuck to do.
Well, she's definitely missing you. She definitely knows that you
Well,
were
she needs
you
to go
were
about her
you were
fucking business because she don't
you were
control where
totally
I go.
legit. Yeah, she's sweating because she knows that she don't have a rider just like you. And she may have riders, but they're just like blind. They're like yes people. She needs the brain to operate the whole thing. You changed
Mm-hmm.
her whole existence. When you and Demi came into her life, you changed her whole existence. I never know a woman that didn't know that she could take up her bra straps and it would lift up her boobs. I'm like, is she
Sad.
dumb?
Okay.
It was
But you out
sad.
here thinking you finna run some shit. You out here trying to run these same old raggedy ass, dumbass plays, bitch, that I sat and watched you do.
Yeah.
Literally, watched you do
Uh,
it. And you think you gonna run that shit on me, bitch? Like I said, Tracye D not going.
wow.
So
I
you
hear
keep
you,
on
baby.
playing games, but y'all make sure y'all stay on that bitch neck because she's a big fucking liar. And she's out here putting all these motherfucking troll pages out here, dropping all this bullshit in niggas' chats, trying to get motherfuckers to bite.
Child.
But she's the
Now,
one
what
that keeps
was
getting caught up in these fucking lies with her lying ass. I told y'all she like the gingerbread man. Catch me if she can. That bitch will try to wiggle her motherfucking way out of a lie. Wiggle her way out of any fucking thing.
child?
Even when she busted, even when she caught. That's why she doing this shit now, because Rita busted her ass.
Child. FYI, Tracye SB made a video regarding recording with Tracye D, name in the title. Regarding what recording, babe? Child, he's probably just gaslighting if he's making
Once
money,
again, exactly.
huh?
Exactly. And what's so fucking dumb is to play a recording, you would be playing me dragging the living shit out of this bitch here in Chicago.
And I believe you. I believe you. It's ridiculous. I believe it.
Like,
And see, an hour and 19 minutes can go by fast when you haven't spoke to somebody in a year and you're talking to her and you're being careful of what you say, I imagine, because I would be too.
oh God, yes.
I wouldn't be thinking, let me record a conversation because I'm just not into recording conversations for what? I would just be careful of what I had to say. That's it. And so
You
I'm
know
sure
it.
you did. You knew you're not dumb, you know?
Exactly. And like I told her, and I meant it, be careful with
Mhm.
that bitch because at first and I also asked her, did she see any cameras in there so she could see exactly who she was dealing with? Because the bitch said she
Right.
had cameras in there. Mm-hmm. That's how
She
she called
lying.
me. Uh-huh. And
Okay,
that's
you
when
don't
Pretty
have
Ricky
she
started
don't have
laughing
no
because she knew the
windows.
bitch was lying.
She don't have no windows. She don't have no air
Girl,
conditioning.
please.
So how in the hell is she gonna have cameras? For what reason?
Girl,
You
please.
don't have no washer and dryer. You don't have no damn cameras in that truck. Child, please. I can't. I can't. I'm not going. Now I'm not
Okay.
going.
And about to get into a
Mm-mm.
whole fucking fight with the damn laundry room attendant down there in the fucking building because the goddamn dryers and shit on fire. Bitch, if you don't get
Exactly.
the fuck out of my face.
Now, what I'm in the process of looking up is they said that Phi Babe is getting evicted. Now, my thing is, did she get evicted out of that building? Because you may own the apartment that was in that building before. Remember when she got into a fight with that lady? But
Mm-hmm.
my thought is, she may own it. But if you get evicted and have to move, that's in their building. You don't
Listen,
own the building, you own the
the
apartment.
lady
So
that
she
she
could have
was
got
about
put
to
out.
fight, Tracy, that was down
Uh-huh.
there in the laundry room, sits on the
Oh,
fucking board. That's a co-op that she's living in. This lady sits
oh,
on the fucking board, okay?
uh-huh.
And she told this nut not to use the washer and dryers because they had a fire in there with the
Right. I
machines.
remember you saying that. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And then she went to putting her shit in there any fucking way. This lady sits on the fucking board.
Oh my God.
And she was literally about to get into an altercation with that lady. They probably want her
Um,
the fuck up out of there. So
yep.
you didn't have a fight with one of the neighbors who worked in the building. You were beating up one of the goddamn neighbors that was mentally ill. And now you about to fight the damn lady that sit on the board. I would want her out
Um,
too.
yeah.
She's a liability.
Now, is that in this apartment that she's in now that all this is going on, or the one
Yeah.
before?
No. The same building.
Okay, the same building that she's in now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but she just
Same
moved to a
building.
different. Okay, so they had put her in a different location to get away from the lady, I imagine,
No, no,
right?
no, no. She moved into the one that she's in now after she had her daughter because the one that she actually owns, the one
Uh huh.
bedroom, is the one she's renting out to her boyfriends, this so-called boyfriend that don't exist. This so-called boyfriend's brother is renting out the 1 bedroom, the one that she initially bought when she first moved in there, until she had her daughter. She said she needed a 2 bedroom. That's when she moved across the hall.
Oh Lord,
to the 2 bedroom that she's actually renting. So I don't know if that's the lady that's evicting her.
That's what I'm wondering.
She's living in. I don't know.
But it should show up on the court records by now. Because see, before it just showed a $9,000 judgment before. So I'm wondering what's going to show up now that, you know, when you put it in, is it going to show up as an eviction or what is it going to show up as? But I'll see.
She operates in her real life just like she do on this YouTube. Always trying to find a way to get out of some shit.
Wow. So while she's trying to send information to Uncle Tim, to his neighbor, she needs to be worried about herself, because she told him online that she was going to call all weekend. She was going to call to do a wellness check on him. And I'm like, okay, people are going to call CPS on you. So see, you have more to lose. So she needs to chill out. You know what I'm saying?
But while she got all this time to be doing this shit to Tim and everybody else, what's happening with that little girl that's locked up in that room?
Please block this person out. Nisa, you need to get a life, okay? You're obviously dumb, okay? You don't know anything that's going on. You one of them bobble-headed bitches over there that need your damn head kicked off, okay? So let's just go ahead and block you and leave you with that, honey, okay? She's one of them dumb ones that don't
to leave these motherfucking people alone, mind her own fucking business. Or my ear. And tend to that little girl she got over there, okay?
Exactly. I don't understand her point. Like, we never see her taking that little girl anywhere, doing anything for her. That's what I'm concerned with. While she's trying to worry about Uncle Tim and calling around to get a wellness check, okay, people need to call CPS to tell them, where is your child? We need a wellness check. We haven't seen her. We haven't seen you cooking. We haven't seen nothing, but you out partying. Okay, that's what we done seen.
With her mentally ill ass.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Exactly. She's so worried about what the fuck motherfuckers on YouTube doing. She can't even take care of that little girl.
It's just disgusting. It really is. So I'm like, she just needs to calm down, but she's trying to deflect. And we, the people, need to understand, why you have a stock photo up saying it's your kitchen and you gonna cook mashed potatoes. That's what we need to understand. We need to know why you created this whole lie to include yourself in on some mess because nobody's talking about you, to pretend like you knew China Doll's best friend. And that was a whole stage that you set up. That's what we need to do. We don't need you deflecting on sending nothing to nobody else. That's what we need you to deflect on. Don't come live
the bitch out here worried about what the fuck I'm doing. When Rita said, Tracye D said that we're right next to Indiana, that I would go and pay respect to China Doll, all of a sudden now she know China Doll's best friend.
She's such a lie.
That's right there in Indiana. Bitch, get on some fucking where. I'm sick of her. Some business, bitch.
Sick of her. Totally sick of her. I'm like, what are you talking about? Just nuts. But anyhow, so that's what I wanted to clear up. So y'all hopefully will, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I wouldn't listen to any trolls that drop in anybody's chat saying anything about so-and-so said this and this, because y'all know they're going to gaslight it. It is what it is. And I would just have a conversation. Somebody has to be the bigger person and call, the other person or whatever, and to try and work it out or whatever, because it's not even worth. I mean, it's hard to find loyal people on YouTube as it is. So when you find something that somebody's loyal as y'all too, come on now,
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the absolute truth.
But okay, Tracye D, thank you for coming on, babe. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me up, Rita. Tracye, I appreciate it. Here, love.
Okay. We'll talk to you later, babe. Thank you. Okay. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And thank you, Deirdre, for coming up, baby. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for being in the chat. I just wanted to clear this up because I see where it's just, I was like, come on now. These ladies are just, they powerful ladies. Come on. They mad because y'all together. They mad because, baby, you on top of them. You popping them. Y'all popping them. And that's why they mad. That is why they mad. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats and cash apps. I will talk to y'all later, and I will see y'all in these streets. Peace, everybody.